Okay, DPub creators, we're going to walk through how to mint an NFT on Hedera on DPub. This is going to give you the full story, full walkthrough of what DPub is and all the steps involved and what you need to pay attention to. I want to start at the end though. Like, what does it look like when you have this created, right? So this is your home page. It'll be dpub.xyz/u/your name. Now, if you haven't bought the NFT to get a one-word name, most of you have, or been given to you, then yours will look a little bit different. I'll show you how to access that in just a second. But this is what your homepage looks like. This is Brains's. You see he's got a cover image, his profile pic, the ability to take donations. He's got links. His link is back to his homepage here, which is awesome. His Twitter, and then he's got his stories, right? Again, stories tell the story of the NFT. Yes, you can put just NFTs up here, but I think it's the stories that will sell. I've done some organization on mine, so we're going to look at this. You see the same kind of format, but here I've assigned stories to collections. I'm going to show you how to do that. I've assigned stories to collections. And so I've got different collections here of education series. So as you click this, you can see what's here. If you look at what is the blockchain and what is a distributed ledger, we can look at this and notice this is what the story looks like, right? I've got a cover image of the story. I've got a title, a subtitle, me, and then I've got text, and then I've got an image, and then I got more text, and then I've got another image down here. I've got links to different things, right? And this is good for Google when you have links in your content. And then I have the NFT. So I have an NFT that's attached to a story. This allows them to collect this NFT right now. I've only got 25 out of 100 left. That's amazing. This is just a fun little NFT I created. I did my own art. I'm not an artist, sorry. But they can come here and collect this NFT right away. So now, how do you create this, right? How do you create this? Well, you start in the dashboard, my account, right? You get to the dashboard by, on any screen, you can click here and come into my account. Dashboard. The top part of this dashboard is the public area. Anybody that's signed up for DPub has access to this. This is your area. You can only get into this area if you have the DPub access token, right? If you have the DPub access NFT, token gated. Yes, token gated. That's mind blowing, isn't it? You can only get, I don't know who you are. I mean, you've told me a little bit about who you are. But you can sell the NFT, and then whoever has the new NFT will get access into DPub, and then you will no longer have access to the DPub. By the way, I am building this to provide the value to the NFT, so the NFT is so valuable. So it increases in value, which is why I've made this a small number, growing to a small number, growing to a small number. I want this to become valuable for you. That's my utility along with this platform that I'm providing to you. On the right-hand side, we see the pub, which is the DPub community that we hang out at the pub, right? You can create your own posts here, no problem. You can come in here and you can make comments. I have a whole community that when you click on the pub, it'll open up a whole community that's threaded and has different channels. Let's get rid of Discord, token-gated community. No more fraud. Only the creators, only the people that own the NFT can get into the pub. Pretty incredible. So we saw on that, we saw on this page, we have cover images and stuff like that. Now, where does that come from? Well, that comes from my project details. My project details. So you can specify a header image, a description, your name, short description. You can say whether you take tips or not, or donations or not, your type of project. You can provide project links and project images. Now, these images, because you're a creator, I haven't included these images on the project page on your page because I think you're going to put NFTs and stories on your page. So if that changes, just reach out. Easy enough to add there. If you want to add additional images to that, no problem. But let's get to the meat of it, right? This is the free stuff. This is what everybody can get to. Let's get to the stuff you guys can do, right? This is your member profile. Apparently that's not showing. Okay, I'll fix that. This is Manage NFTs. We are going to create an NFT. You create an NFT, then you attach it to a story that you tell it on. That's the process. It's a 4-step process. Create the NFT, create the story, publish the story and the NFT, and then mark the NFT for sale once it's published, right? Once it's published, it's on the blockchain, and then we can sell say, now you own that NFT. Now it's time to say, I want to sell that NFT. You can own an NFT, attach it to a story, and not sell it. That's beautiful, right? But what happens when you want to put it for sale? So 4 steps, right? 4 steps. Create and mint, write your story, publish, which mints the actual NFT, and then sell the NFT. So we're going to create one of these. We're going to create one called How to Mint an NFT. I'm going to take this content because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create my own NFT here. How to create and mint an NFT. Some description of, well, let's do that. How to create and mint an NFT. I have this. I need to reset that so it says it in the right way. I'm DPub with capital. Now, right now, Exact's having a problem calculating fees. They don't give you the right fees on when you have supply more than one. So let's say you want to sell 100 of the same NFT. They're not doing a good job of it. I tested this out for you. Zach told me it was going to be 4 HBAR. It charged me 150 HBAR because I did 500 of them. So until they have it fixed, I'm only going to let you do one of one. If you want to do more than that, let me know. We can talk about it. And I can set it up properly for you and set the right expectations for you. But man, I just don't want you guys to see a charge of 4 HBAR and they get charged 150 HBAR like I did. I think that reflects badly on me, even though it's not my fault. But that brings up a bigger point. We are going to move away from Exact, the wallet. We're moving to a new wallet. It's going to be a couple weeks before that happens. I'm really excited about this new technology. It's done the right way. It's a beautiful piece of technology. I can't wait to integrate with it. We're going to be first on the list when it does come. Here's where you specify the royalty. So let's say I specify a royalty of 10%. You can see that it now adds fallback. The fallback says 10. I just default that to 10. The fallback, the royalty is a percentage when it sells, the percentage of that. So if you sell something for 100 HBAR, 10 HBAR would come back to you. The fallback is what happens if someone just transfers that token, just gives it to someone. Like, you don't get anything for that, but you should. So the fallback is if the royalty isn't attached and it's not sold, you'll get 10 HBAR no matter what. That's really, really cool. For this purposes, it actually charges, by the way, it charges $2 when you have a royalty attached. It charges $1, about 4 HBAR if you don't have a royalty. So for this purpose, I'm going to keep it simple. Let's click and upload the NFT image. I've given you some examples here. I say to make it landscape, but I'm going to put a square one in here. This is one that I did. Again, I'm not an artist. I just did this NFT, how to mint an NFT. I badly have an border on top and the bottom. I'm just not good at this, but this is just my example for you. Then off-chain attachments. Off-chain attachments are amazing. Off-chain attachments are things that the buyer can access immediately inside of their account, and they get access to other files. This is your utility. So BrainDish, for example, is like you buy the NFT. It has a 1,000 by 500 pixel image, but you also in off-chain attachments gets the high-res image. It's 9,000 by 4,500, so that you can print it. Isn't that amazing? That's great utility. He also gives them a Twitter background often, or a profile pic along with it. So these are things you can attach to the NFT that come with the NFT, but they're not on the blockchain. Why aren't they on the blockchain? Well, they could. I'm going to add that ability to do that. But the reality is that downloading something that's, 50 megs from the blockchain is a long process. I wanted to make it quick, so I started with off-chain, and we'll add on-chain attachments too. Why would you do an on-chain attachment? Well, what if there's one NFT, but it has multiple legal documents? Like, what if we're using this tool for legal documents? Wouldn't it be nice to have those on-chain and attached to the NFT? Absolutely. So we're adding that capability. Okay, real simple, right? We've created an NFT. Notice we haven't set a price yet. We don't set a price until we're going to sell the NFT. The minting process only establishes the NFT. Then you decide later what price you're going to sell it for, which is pretty cool. Now we're going to write our story. It's a very, very important process. By default, it pulls in your NFTs. By default, it pulls in the NFT's image. Now, in this case, it's square. Probably not a good decision. So we are going to come in here and select a better looking header here. We're going to make this our education series. And we're going to put some text in here that I copied earlier about how to create and mint an NFT, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And how do you make this look better, right? Well, the first thing you can do is use the visual text editor. And that'll give you things like headings and bold. So we'll come in here and be like, bold, well, bold. We can click here or hit Control B, either one. We can put italicized, you can underline, Brainsish. He uses different colors. Here's different colors. And then we can come in here and set different headings. This just changes the font size of it. So we'll make this an H2. Now, what does this look like? Like, I want to see this as I'm going, right? So I can hit preview story. And we are now previewing the story. Like, this is what it looks like, right? Pretty simple. Now, what if you want to add other things? Well, if you go below the box, you can add more text. So let's add like a image here. This is real-time saving, right? There's no save button, so it's just saving along the way, by the way. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for you. So let's come here and pick an image, another bad image, another horizontal image. You hit save, but you can see it appeared behind you. So we don't have to save. I just kind of put that for your, it's a thing that, gives people pleasure when they hit save. So tokens on the new website. That's amazing. Now we can move this up. We can move this, we can change it back and forth, right? The order of how things are presented. But how do we organize this? So I organize this through collections. And I'll show you how to do a collection in just a minute. It's back on the menu. It's on the upper top of the menu. But this allows you to organize your stories. And you can select multiple of these. So I can say this is DPub NFTs, education series, and Hedera community projects. But the reality is, look, it's really not. It's part of the education series. So all you have to do to get rid of these is just click them. And you can add more along the way. Well, our education series is already at. Delete them, right? Real simple process. So now, man, this is starting to look good. You're like, oh, there's a mistake in the NFT. What should I do? You can click edit NFT and go back and come back to the screen when you're ready to publish. Pretty simple. Looking good. Let's publish your story. So we haven't published yet, right? It's okay. Like, until you get to the screen, you have to actually click a button that says I agree before you even get the publish button. So you haven't done anything yet. Don't worry. Now we're kind of reviewing. Okay, we have a royalty of a 0%. Fallback 10 is fine. It doesn't matter. If royalty is 0, fallback's not taken into account. Here's our supply. This doesn't go anywhere yet because we haven't minted. And we have some disclosures here. Like, look, this is your responsibilities. These are some of the fees involved. And then you hit I agree. Once you hit I agree, publish is there. If you uncheck it, it goes away. If you check it, publish is here. Until you hit this publish button, you can go back and edit the NFT or edit the story. We're making it as simple as possible for you. I'm going to hit publish. Now in exact, it's asking me to approve the publish of this. So I'm going to hit approve. All right, once it approved, it just automatically loading this page. This is the public facing page, right? It's just so you get to know the URLs, it's V with the title. It's just a little bit of URL. Now you can send this out to people. Now, right now, the NFT is pretty simple here. We haven't set it for sale yet, but this is our story, right? This is our story with the image. Now, how do we set it for sale? So we are going to set it for sale and watch that process. Okay, so the recording stopped. I didn't realize it stopped, and I actually set that token for sale. So it's already set for sale. So I'm going to walk you through how to set it for sale, and then we'll actually go and look at that actual NFT so you can see it. So if we create, whoops, create the wrong button. If we come to a one that has the ability, let's come over here and click on one. Okay, here's one that I haven't set for sale yet. What you do is you specify the number you're going to sell, right? I have 25 I can sell. You're only going to see one available for you to sell until supplies change, right? This is one of the examples where I created it and it charged me 150 HBAR to do it. So you're going to see one to sell. You specify the amount that you're going to sell it for. So you could say 10 HBAR, 100 HBAR, 10,000 HBAR, doesn't matter. You are going to we're going to do this for 100 HBAR. We are going to set it for sell. When you set it for sell, it will then go to exact and ask you to approve the ability to set it for sell, right? It's going and asking you to approve it for sell. I just approved it for sell inside of exact, and now it changed from not for sale to collect. But I want to show you what this looks like on the actual story. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. So now that we have the published story and the NFT for sale, this is what the story looks like, right? This is our story. These are our images. And now, attached to that NFT, attached to that story, they can collect right away. They click this button, brings up a UPC code for them. They scan it and buy it. It's that simple, everyone. It's a crazy simple process. So again, let's go through the steps, right? Create an NFT, write your story, publish your story in NFT, which creates the NFT on the blockchain, and then set it for sale. And you are good to go. It is very exciting. I'm going to show you one more thing, just so you see, just a kind of little hack. So if you go to NFT and you put in these parameters, I'm going to show you this NFT specifically. This will go to any NFT, and I'll put this in the chat in the pub for you, so you can have this. But you can look at any NFT with this. You just put the token ID and change the token ID, and you can look at it. I'll have the ability to post multiple NFTs to a story, add NFT blocks, make them small, rectangular, different shapes so they don't always look like this. We're going to put crowdfunding in very shortly, and we're going to put token gated content in. So you'll be able to create an NFT, grab the token ID and say, I want this NFT to token gate this type of content. And then only if the buyer has the NFT in their wallet will they be able to see that content. This is an amazing process. Reach out with any questions, comments, feature requests. Use the pub to put all your information. And happy creating.